This is a Snowball's Quest by, let me see who it's by. This is who it's by on RMN. 1 second. Orochi, Lavender Siren, Dice Librarian, and Eternity, if that's how you say it. I think it's Eternity. I know of Lavender Siren's previous works. I know of Orochi's previous work, which is Doreki Roka. And I'm very excited about this. I think... Oh, that's right. I was thinking about Shiny Jiggly, whether they worked with... it was on a previous event game, but I think that was with El Waka and someone else that they worked with on their previous one. Dice Librarian says, you'll hear my work during the low sad segment. Okay. Well, let's go through with this. I can't believe it. I can't believe you did that. Unfinished Stories. Yes, I played that one. Well, it was either that or get mauled by a bear. Now, I love this art in the snow. It looks beautiful. Music is great. We survived all right, but at what cost? Was it really worth it, what we did back there? Question mark. Was it really the right choice? We can't be second-guessing ourselves at a time like this. We need to find somewhere to shelter in this snowstorm. Maybe you do. Well, some of us can't survive in sub-zero temperatures. Is that like a... I think... I'm not quite sure about Lavender Siren's relationship with Homestuck, but I think that influence of like having the dashes, is that the slashes around something to bolden something? Is that a Homestuck thing? Or is that something completely invented by Shiny Jiggly? I can't remember. Well, you know, adopted by them. By Aura and I intend us for us to live. What about Ranger though? Can we not talk about Ranger at a time like this? The mountain felt the conflict between the members of the hiking party and began to shift its weight. Oh, that's your own typing quirk? That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, you come up with your own convention. That's great. Similar to Discord asterisks. Yeah. I think I'm more familiar with using asterisks in that stance, but not so much forward slashes. But it kind of it makes sense. It's interesting the mountain felt the conflict because it's like the mountains are sentient or something. Python is entirely written by me. Okay. How dare you sweep Ranger under the rug? The blood is on your hands, Coda. That isn't a good sign. You know what? If you're going to blame me for Ranger's death, then do your worst. Ranger died? Oh. As if hearing Coda's self-destructive request, the earth opened up and consumed them all. Now, the thing is, I just realized I haven't played a Snowball's Chance. So I need to play that. That's on my to-do list. I have to finish Kissed by a Star, and then I'm going to play a Snowball's Chance. And then I'm going to play... I think Corfaces' game. Yeah. So there's a few games on my to-do list, but I just haven't got around to them. So yeah, just trying to make my way through. I'm probably going to record or stream it or something. Be quite fun. It's so cool with the custom graphics and stuff. Hello ZDS, ready for more? And you start just on mute for now since I'm on work. Nice. Good to have you here. That was the last time Coda Diamondback was seen on Trial Mountain. Awesome visuals. I agree. How did Coda end up here, though? Oh, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, fortunately, this intro is very much written to be a teaser for the main game. Oh, nice. So you kind of kept it in mind for people who weren't quite aware of Snowball's Chance, I suppose. That's a good question, actually. The most that we were able to determine was that it happened in a flash of golden light. So this is like recounting history and stuff, I think. Was it the work of a higher power? Was it an emergency aura ability? Did the mountain itself do this by its own whims? This is presently unknown, though perhaps it's best left that way. From what I've heard, Coda did not like living on Frostal Island. I wonder if that's supposed to be a capital or if that's for Frostal, but I'm not too sure. There was literally a trip to get them enough cash to leave that place. So this person here on the top left is telling a story to this person on the bottom right. Probably supposed to be kept. Yeah. You mean they don't even have rail over there? But you see with the you mean, clearly it's playing around with capitalization, so it doesn't really mean too much. Yes, an Alf. I see. Well, not the way we do here. Like, sure, they did have a bus-based transit system, but they certainly didn't have access to an interdimensional railway that spans the yawning abyss between universes like we do. Their only practical option was to obtain a ferry ticket. A ferry ticket? So it seems this character on the bottom right does start their sentences with lowercase. So it is a stylistic decision to sort of differentiate between voices, I suppose. No, a ferry ticket, like a boat. Anyhow, as you might know, Coda has moved in just across town here in Unity Village, and they've adapted pretty well to the post-scarcity lifestyle. Reference to Unity the user? No, it's just Unity, I guess, because they are working together and they don't have too much discord between them. I don't know. Lovely graphics, by the way, so far. Lovely drawings. However, oh, that's so nice. I love the blooming effect on it. It's... Oh, well, no, what happened? I do wonder what happened to those they had met on the original journey. It's so nice, the fade in and the fade out. That's cool. What's your name, stranger? Comma, stranger. You briefly consider typing it out, but then remember you have an identity to equip. Identity equipped free. Okay. Welcome to the land of skyscrapers and darkness. Oh, okay. Hello. Oh, so if you go beyond, then it goes back, it loops back around. So there's like a character. There's a character on a screen. Oh no. Oh wait. Hello? I shouldn't have been doing that. Land of Skyscrapers and Darkness, remix of Sacred Moon made in Org Maker. Nice. Well done, Dice Librarian. This is cool. This is very cool. What a bot. Very soft. Forgot to put the side limiters. That's fine. That's fine. I just won't go outside that. Examine the area. Free looks around. It feels like she just got introduced to this place but can't quite place it. So where is she? We have our little. We have our identity equipped. Mr. Saturn is entirely your doing. Nice, nice. Looks like a dark city as far as she can tell. Having the night vision of a lizard, Free can see quite well in these conditions. Okay, so Free is a lizard. Sincerely regret not putting Mr. Saturn in my game now. True. The darkness is a bit unnerving here, with it being more shadow aura aligned than frost aura aligned. I like this little road that we have with things going down the middle. Welcome in, Piano TM. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you here. We're starting with Shiny Jiggly, aka Lavender Siren's game, and their team, Dice Librarian, Eternity, and Orochi, called A Snowball's Quest. How you doing? I know you've got a game in here, and I think I might try that next if you're still here. The darkness is a bit unnerving here with it, yeah. At least Free can handle the jacket weather temperature easily as a glacier. It's a cool road graphic, I agree. Let's save our progress, actually. Oh, well, there's already 2 saves. You feel so seen? Nice, nice. Dice made sure the roads were accurate to roads. Yes, it's a good thing for roads to be accurate to how roads are roads. Hello, citizen. Do you require directionings? Maybe. Try the teleporters. They're in that tower up there on the top floor. Zoom. Good to know. All right, let's try. Are you ready? Yeah, let's get going. So, this place, what's the deal with it exactly? Just look out the window. Whoa. Oh, I saw this in the event page. It's really, really cool. Like the graphics are really amazing. Piano Team says you might need the new download, although I think Dialog's the only one so far who's downloaded. It had deployment errors. Oh, okay. What I'm doing basically is I'm downloading. I'm going to the download page and then I'm looking for the most recent download. So I'll just go to the most recent download that you have upon time of downloading, and I'm downloading on stream because I'm lazy, you know. You all said the white lines yourself. Nice, nice, awesome. I've never seen a heart-shaped moon before. Yeah, me neither. Where's the heart-shaped moon? I think it's because is it blocking or is we supposed to see it? Where I come from, the moon had its own aura, but we saw it earlier, didn't we? Lunar aura. It could make illusions of desire appear. Illusions of desire. Interesting. Is that like tulpas? You know, where your desire manifests into a physical, you know, manifestation. Free. Start walking. Okay, let's start walking. It's funny how we have this save menu, but we can also just manually save at any time. Equipment. Fantastic style to this. Yeah, very good portraits. I agree, ZDS. Wait, let's have a look at status. Okay, cool. No nickname. Okay, we're good. My first use of RPG Maker actually to add those. Nice. Well done. RPG Maker's a fun engine. Oh, the only thing that's a bit, yeah, because with being able to see using this overlay here, it would be nice if we, I know it's a restrictive view, but then we just go behind the faces and it kind of gets obscured by that, but that's fine. Like, in a very, very, like, high-end... This is, like, for not an event game, but I would have done when we go behind this person, it kind of fades a little bit. You're going to disable the menu in this section? Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. But, like, for example, if it were a commercial, or, you know, if it were a fully fledged game that took, like, a year to create, then I would fade the portrait when you move under it, just as an idea. That's a personal idea that I might do if I were doing this. This is cool. And a longer game, by the way, because I know we only, for later release, yeah. So you can see what happens underneath, you know. But this was made in like, 3 weeks, so I know what it's like to make a game for an event. It's a time rush. You have to try and get as much done as possible. Is the moon making me see things? Probably not a hallucination. That looks like free. Where's the elevator to the ground floor? Okay. Ooh. Coda runs off to the nearest elevator and proceeds to end up dealing with some Willy Wonka bullcrap with their friend Python. It's just like some stuff happened off screen, Willy Wonka style stuff where pranks happen and people turn into big blueberries. Free, if it's really her, how did she get here? What, was it the same way I got here? We'll have to ask. Wait, why is this elevator going up to the left? What the heck? I don't know, I just pressed the button with the star on it. Yeah, city graphics are so fun to make, and ZDS knows this because he made a city, and I haven't even been to it yet, but I know about it. I might have glimpsed it in the trailer. Loud elevator music blasts through the speakers. Two men can be heard arguing over the intercom about having screwed the elevators up. We're going up the elevator. Used a bunch of city graphics for a previous game. Nice. Yeah, that's what we do in events, right? We repurpose graphics all the time, and we just kind of slightly edit it sometimes. You wrote the argument after release? I see. Heck yeah, F-bombs. I'm not the only one who uses those casually in games. I feel the feeling that Lavender Siren's universes, they're quite free in terms of like how they can express themselves in modern language and stuff, and it enables a lot of interesting interactions because it's quite free in that sense. Coda, phew, let's get out of here. Okay, let's get out of here. Willy Wonka bullcrap. DM me if you want a copy of the elevator argument. Might be fun. Oh, there's a little note stopping me from going up those stairs. If you want to see F-bomb my games, try playing Siesta. I think that was the one I played. Yeah, I think that's the one I played. Shiny Jiggly. It was years ago. It was like 2019, I think even. Was it Sith Stuck? I think I did. I think I played... It was XP, right? Sith Stuck. Oopsies. I don't think I'm supposed to be going on that, but... Maybe some people are very mad in yours. I see. I know it was mentioned in your podcast. I see. Yeah. I think I played it. Coda, there you are. I'm so glad to see you again. This is really like paint. This is paint style. It's great. Python is the guy with the broken horns during that segment. I see. Coda, can you please get off me? So Free was the narrator of the first part. Glomp. It is... You had the glomp in there, but you didn't really see it because the text box was over it. So maybe have like 3 to 4 seconds of being able to see the full picture, and then maybe bring the text in. So just so you can see the what's it called? The whole image, I think. Oh, sorry about that. Python pulls out a few rice cakes and applies some cream cheese. They're tempted to offer some to Free. It's cool when I think food is a very good way of like using in stories like this, especially when they're quite cute, to have like rice cakes, cream cheese, to bond over, because a lot of people know like they have emotions attached to food, so it's a good way. So where are we? This isn't Trial Mountain, I can tell that. So they've sort of been transported, haven't they? Prepare for trauma? Oh no. Food before the trauma. I'm pretty sure we're at least in a different universe, far away from any home we ever knew. Also, it's my 26th birthday today. Also, how is volumes? Are volumes okay? Does the game need to be turned up, or are they fine? You want rice cake and cream cheese? Me too, I want some rice cake and cream cheese. You got mad at one of Lavender's games because the first scene was like, every other word was an F-bomb, it was a little off-putting? Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. I'm fine with it, personally, but I think some people get, that they don't like it so much, but I'm absolutely fine. Like, I watched Anora with Mikey Madison, and it's full of F-bombs, and I loved it, so it is what it is. A different universe? Is that why the moon looks like it came from a greeting card? Lol, were you the one that had me put in a censorship device? Oh, was there a censorship? That's crazy. That's funny. I think it did matter a bit more also during like the 2010s. Like, times are a bit different. Maybe, I don't know. Point is, we don't have to worry about the issues back on Frostal Island anymore. Let Rice swear. So who's that? Don't tell me you found another ghost. Oh, that's just my roommate Python. They're alive, don't worry. A little weird, but a cool weird. Says the one who doesn't like rice cakes. Hey, I like them when they have something on them, like peanut butter. So which ones are... So rice cakes are like... just not to hijack, but like... I was going to put it on top of the... But no, let me have a look at rice cakes. Are the ones... Oh, they're the savory ones. They're not necessarily like the frosted sugar style sweet ones. Yeah, they're the crunchy... Yeah, they're the crunchy ones. Yeah, I see. So they don't have to be like... Piano says, I don't think so. I was just the one that you talked to and was saying, you know, I don't mind cussing, but like the first sentence had one F-bomb and it was a sentence with the least F-bombs. Yeah, it's all in taste, you know, I suppose. Yeah, I like peanut butter on a rice cake. Bree realizes how hungry she is right about now. I am hungry. Any chance of getting a roommate to spot me a rice cake? Python hands over an entire pack. Yummy. Well, the thing is, sometimes they have like rice cakes that are like sour cream and chives dust on them. You know those ones? They're like flavored rice cakes. I don't know if anyone has those. Or like, you know, yeah. Let me just pull it up. I might as well, right? I'll put display capture on top. Here it is. Oh wait, it should be on top. Teehee. Like, oops, that's not the one I wanted to display. I wanted to display this one. Wait, wrong one. Oh wait, wrong display. There we go. Infinite OBS, yes. Oh, here we go. See, like they got salt and balsamic vinegar, and like sour cream and chives, and like sun-dried tomato and basil type rice. You know, see, they've got different flavors. Oh well, I guess these are like the more, but like flavor. Yeah, like they have. Look at these. Oh wow, they even have chocolate, caramel, butter popcorn, apple, cinnamon, white cheddar. So like that's what I know of rice cakes when I have some of them like that. You can try all these different types. Why this sounds so good? The thing is because the base is quite like nutritionless. I mean, it's not like a chip where it's like oily as anything, but it's like it's very light. You've had the apple cinnamon one, doesn't have much flavor. Oh, I see. Low said messes with you. Yeah. Look, what is this? What in the world is this? Wait, what is this? The everything flavor? Is that like a everything bagel? It is an amazing. You don't expect if you never. Yeah, tomato basil is great, isn't it? It's amazing. White cheddar, yummy. The everything, but it's like everything flavor. that seems like some interdimensional stuff. Tomato basil are best friends. I agree. Barbecue flavored. Wow, I'm getting hungry now. What is this? Summer fruits, rice cake, clouds. No, I wouldn't. Oh, that's for little kids, isn't it? Wish there was an everything but poppy seed bagel. True. Barbecue, corn cakes, chicken. Yeah, now I'm just getting hungry, so I'm going to go back to the game. But yeah, there's different flavors. So if you have like a flavor on it, then maybe don't have a spread on it. But like if you have no flavor on the rice cake, I reckon put some spreads. Want any spreads? I just like rice cakes, you know. Yeah. They're good. They're good. Free Blinks holding a pack of rice cakes. No thanks. I enjoy plain foods best. Right. Because Free is like, I want the rice cakes with nothing else on them. That's why Python. I see. Because they really like the plain ones. Free pulls a rice cake out and takes a chomp. Yum. Thankfully, not too many wasted crumbs. That's hard to do with the rice cake because the crumbs go everywhere. I accidentally duped too many of these at the bar and grill, so I have plenty of excess. Duped, does that mean like duplicated or like duped someone into giving you them? Python is literallyme.com. Oh yeah, food print. There we go. It's explained. Food printing is a thing here. Tastes just as good as anything from the store. Right. What? I was hungry. I do think we're all going to have a great time hanging out together. Okay, if you say so, Coda. You okay there? Yeah, just having thoughts. Look, I've been to some websites I shouldn't have been on before. Naughty. Don't get any ideas or I'll put an icicle where it doesn't belong and it won't be pretty. Ouch. Free glares at Python. Coda's kind of shocked at this threat. No, not like that. It's just this gosh dang moon. It's bugging me. Good. Maybe we should head back to Desertia Town soon. By the way, who did do the writing duty overall? Was it you, Dice, who did most of the writing, or was it Lavender who did the writing, or did you share writing responsibilities? Python seems somewhat unresponsive. They move slowly, stiffly, and sullenly. It seems to be a side never before seen. What do I do here? We did the writing. Oh, an RP format. Nice. You wrote Python, live right there. Oh, that's quite fun that you can do that, like the collaborative role-playing writing style. That's very cool. I think back to earlier today how Python made them a cake for their birthday. They need to be there for their friend, even if they do know free as well. Wanting to stay on good terms, however, they only focus on uplifting rather than any sort of admonishment. Python, do you need anything right now? Piano says, must have been culture shock writing on the Vindicators, so prim and proper. Oh, that's another game of Lavender's? The Vindicators? I need to try that one, I guess. Yeah, I realize now Seth Stuck is the one that I tried. It was good. It was very good. Oh, and I did try 21 Years, a birthday game for Muffle, and then I tried, what else did I try? So I have tried a few, actually. I remember I advertised Fiora on RPG Maker Cola. I'll show you what I'm seeing. No, I played a little bit of... I read through a little bit of the visual novel version of Non-Pizza with the Left Beef, I think it was. Or, I don't know if it was a visual novel, but it was on the website. And yeah, I think that was you and Lavender. Oh, I see, the Vindicators. Oh, this one here. I see. Interesting. Nice. Python, do you need anything right now? I need to get over myself. Oh, I still like the sound effects. That's cool. None pizza with the left beef. I worded things poorly. That was on me. Ah, the MSPFA version of left beef. That's way further along in the games. I see. Yeah, I played only a little bit of that. I didn't follow it all the way, but it seemed cool from what I played. My caretaker generally treated me as property, and like, how do I get over that? Python begins crying. Python, can I hug you? I don't know, I'm scared. I don't want to go back. I know I can't, but some irrational part of me just still wants it for it to happen. Oh, nice. You provided voice samples for Python? That's cool, Dice. There were 2 Vindicators games. Both of them were on separate swap events, and you're trying to emulate the older British TV proper way of speaking. Oh, like the transatlantic sort of style, like... Or like even like the Downton Abbey sort of British, you know, like... I dare say, how do you do? How do you do, sir? How do you do? She broke my horns without numbing. Oh no, Python. Repeatedly. It stopped hurting after a while, but still remember the first time. She broke your horns? Listen, if she gets anywhere near any of us, I'll personally claw her face off for you. Free is very fiercely protective, it seems. Oh, like the snappier, clever British, like In the Loop, or like like any Armando Iannucci like style TV show or film. I do the Scottish version and copy paste SB Mad. Yeah, that's quite funny. Oh man, I haven't seen SB in a while. I hope SB comes back. I mean, SB's kind of a villain in some respects. He kind of just calls everyone a C word, but also he's been gone for a while and he hasn't said anything. She broke your horns? Listen, yeah. She's long in the distant past, but the trauma, it sticks around. Yeah, Python's got trauma. I know what it's like. My mother, she wanted to be a perfect little boy. Not only was I not perfect, but I also refused to play the part of a boy for her. She almost put me in a facility. Oh, I see. SB's got... Well, he's never really said goodbye, but he hasn't been here in like a month. Which is... I guess that's not too long in real terms, but like an online... He was working on my game and then he disappeared. So it was like in the middle of like that, and I'm like, whoa, that's a bit strange. I ran away to the mountain and never looked back. I still wonder if she was behind what happened to the side of the mountain I once made into my home. Wait, really? You never mentioned that before. I was kept at home, the other Tims. I'm not sure what Tims are. Maybe I'll learn that in like other games by Lavender, or like Snowball's Chance. Hated me for existing. It was the squid folk that gave me solace. Now the surface is dead and I find it hard to mourn what happened. Temporic. Oh, I see. One day I dreamed to set right what the voice screwed up for me and for everyone else. So you too wish to revolutionize the world. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot, but perhaps we might just find allies in each other. Oh, that handshake. That's a nice pixel art thing. And that is how Free found with an end her way upon being sent to another world. But what of the others? What awaits her beyond this moment? Alas, that story is for another time. I like the blending into the yellow. I hope I can share it with you when it is ready to be told. Effortlessly censoring it, yeah. A Snowball's is... Oh no, it says a Snowball's is quest. Whoopsies. A Snowball's quest. Event demo. A collaboration between Light Mage Interactive and Falling Star Games. That's awesome. Wow. The team. Lead Lavender Siren. Log Cleanup. Dice Librarian. Text input Orochi. Drew some amazing art that didn't make it into the demo. Eternity. Oh, that's awesome. Starring Coda Diamondback, Python Free, and a few others. That did make it in Lavender Siren, tileset Lavender Siren. Lavender Siren is just such a prolific developer that, like, it's hard to measure up because Lavender just puts so much in. I don't know how Lavender does put so much. They're very productive. Text blip system, originally made by Gustavo Faustino, upgraded by 11. That's cool. It sounded great, the text blip system. Voice blips. Oh yeah, they give Python as themselves. Free as Angela Solomon. Vernon Topaz, Reese's Timmons. And default encoder are Lavender. A mix of runtime package and Alice's Lavender Siren's Foley to sound design work. Nice. With great care from their friends. True. Coda and Adventure, title theme. Oh, even you did some of the music, Lavender. That's cool. And then Trial runtime package. And then Land of Skyscrapers and Darkness was Dice Librarian. Rearrangement of Sacred Moon. And then Elevator Stuck Fast Cat version written by Tensei. Remixed by Toby Fox. Yes, that one. Freeze theme slow. Written by Angela Solomon. Rearranged by Lavender Siren. Lavender draws more than me because I have arthritis and they don't, or theirs isn't as bad. I also know that you are very prolific to piano, but for me, the first thing that comes to mind about you is writing piano. You write super fast, in my opinion. I don't know how you write. I mean, I write pretty fast too now, I realize. But that's only because I now know how I write. But you manage to write very long, lots of words very quickly. And that's good because you're writing a game that I know about. I think it's public, right? Yes, it is. You're writing for Nyla. And I'm very excited for that game. That game is looking badass. It's looking awesome. That game's looking crazy. Nyla is looking crazy. But yes, literally DM me and I'll give you any of that. Yes, it saves sword on my... Nice. Good. Thank you. Thank you for that offer, Zedius. Lots of game composers. Yes, that's true. We compose a lot of stuff. And piano, obviously, as is in the name, is very musical as well. And then we go, we have a lot of stuff. Like, I learned piano since I was like 5 and produced since I was like a teenager. And now I'm, so it's just fun. Yes, you're writing Nilo. You're really worried I'm writing too much because it's definitely too much. Brevity is not one of my talents. That's probably one of the hardest things, right? Is about like reducing it to its core things. But I will say, piano, one thing that's good is that you'll never be scared of writing too little. I will say, out of writing too much and writing too little, probably the worst one is writing not enough. Well, in terms of, it's probably you can write less, but like. I just think it's good for someone like Giznads to have something to work from and then can refine it instead of having someone who flakes, And it's really easy to have someone who flakes because most people flake because it's hard to make a script. And I think that's why you writing a lot is good because they can just bring from them. Sam, I find it difficult to edit down the exact... Yeah, sometimes it's good to edit down, and Dice Librarian, thanks for playing the demo. We worked. I'm glad you enjoyed our work. Yeah, I'll talk on this really quickly. Sorry, I got diverted from the game itself. Alrighty, Snowball's Quest. As I know, Lavender Siren creates worlds, and they have a team with them, and apparently this is a collaboration between them and another studio that I forgot the name of. But it's like Dice Librarian and others. And as such... quite a heartwarming tale. I like it, and the art is obviously great, the music is great, and it's got a lot of style. It's sort of put together for the event quite quickly, and as such it's just, a quick, prologue, and there's some things in there that are quite hastily put together, I feel. with the like Willy Wonka style stuff, you know, in the middle, and I don't know, but also all that the custom art is very impressive. There's some very great custom art in there, and then I think it's some nice. I think they said it was a prologue for the Snowball's Chance, and as such, you know, it's quite interesting the way that it turns out. So yeah, a Snowball's Quest is quite a neat little thing. And I think it's quite cute, and it's a good precursor to the Snowball's Chance, which I will get around to. One thing about it is that because it's so short and because it presumes so much knowledge of so many things, it's kind of hard to understand some of the greater things. And I think that's fine, because I'm a big fan of just following and following the text itself to be like, oh, will the text itself give me an understanding of the dynamics? And there are some understandings of dynamics. For example, it's just, you know, people, you know, get trapped. They're going up a mountain, and then they get transported to a city, and then they bond because over a shared, you know, value system. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting little curio. And I think any of the, you know, light criticisms I might have are, you know, validated by the fact that this is a casual event that we made to start RMN, and that any game made and any game submitted is a blessing, and it really feels good to have people submit games. But yeah, basically just fleshing this idea out even more would be great. But even if it's kept as is, some of the better stuff I might see in, you know, like a Snowball's Chance, for example, what it's pointing to. So this is a nice little tale that points to a Snowball's Chance. I feel it's quite cool, because I'm like curious. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to learn about this place. Thank you for making this game. You're certainly working on things more. Nice. That's good to hear. Thank you, Shiny Jiggly, aka Lavender Siren, and then also, oh, is it working? Is my sound alert working? I don't know if it's working. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure why my sound alert isn't working. Maybe I don't have it on this one. Wait, is it on a different one? Sound alerts. Where are they? Where's my sound alerts? Sorry about all these random... I don't know where my sound alerts have gone. I'm sorry. Oh well. Sorry for that. I think my sound alerts aren't working. But it's fine. Anyways, yeah, that's Snowball's Quest. Thank you so much for making it, Shiny Jiggly and Dice Librarian, Infinity and Orochi. Very cool. Okay, let's go to the next game. Piano, I think I'll play your game, right? Oops. Oh yeah, that's above me. Wait, why is it above me? You sent the argument? Nice. Beanie's now banned for failing on sound alert. Who will take over as Iron Savior? I do not know.